Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, so today we'll be starting with lesson 1 of writing. Okay, now the topic that we have for this lesson is family. Okay, here we will try to understand how to recognize the parts of a paragraph, how our paragraphs should be, how to make an outline for our paragraphs, and how to write the topic sentence. That's what mainly we are going to look at. Topic sentence is nothing but the main or the first sentence that we write to put forward the topic that we are going to write about. Okay, that is the topic sentence that we have. Now this becomes important in reading as well as writing. Okay, now first thing that we have over here, that you have to look at the pictures and you have to try to answer these questions. I have also shared the handout with you guys, so you can just open the handouts with you, so it will be better for you. Okay, so you have to look at the pictures that I'm going to show you on the next slide, and along with that you have to try to answer these questions. You're going to write down the answers to these questions. Okay, you're going to type it out. Clear? These are the pictures that you have.
Done.
Done? Okay, tell me once others are done. Aarti, Daksh, are you guys done?
Just need a minute.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah, just 2 minutes. Done.
Done? Daksh, what about you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me the answers.
First picture depicts the family. All the members of the family are watching their old photographic memories through their laptop. And in the world full of digital distractions, this simple activity creates a powerful connection between the generations, bringing back the memories.
Hmm.
And I have to explain all the pictures.
You had to try, if
Okay.
possible. Yeah.
Okay. And in the second picture, all the members of the family are having lunch. Lunch becomes more than just eating. It becomes time to talk, laugh, and engage in the conversation. And ask parents can ask their children about the school activity, like what they had done the whole day. And third picture is about the father playing with his two sons. A sport, I'm not like able to recognize the sport. So it's a great way to reduce stress, stay fit, and enjoy outdoor. And the last one is all the members of the family went to a beach for fun and refreshment. So that's it.
Okay. What about the other three questions? How often do you spend time with your family and what do you usually do together?
Like physically, I spend much time with my family, but
A
mentally,
lot of
I
time, you
can't.
can say. Hmm.
Yeah, but mentally, I don't share like enough moments with my family because I am engaged in my own work. So that's
Okay. What about the second question? Do you enjoy spending time with your family? Why or why not?
yes, surely I enjoy spending time with my family, and lunch is a very important phase in which it like it does it requires like the connection between all the members of the family. Sharing lunch also teaches us important values like communication, gratitude, respect. When everyone like gathers around the table, phones are put away and attention is given to one another. So it creates a warm space where everyone feels valued. So yeah.
Okay. And what about the last one? Does your family spend more or less time together compared to 10 years ago? What do you think are the reasons for this change?
Ma'am, actually, the reason for this change is that when we grow up, we move to another city for our education or for our job purpose. So I think I spend my time with my family. I spent more time with my family 10 years ago
Okay.
rather than the
Okay.
current situation.
Aarti, what about you?
Okay. Looking at the pictures, the first picture depicts like the family is watching maybe their like photographs together because
Hmm.
I can see their smiling faces and they all look happy. Looking at the second picture, I in that they're having their food together and having chit chat, and then they're like maybe pulling their leg pulling each other's leg maybe.
Hmm.
Looking at the faces, like yeah, it looks like that. And the third picture depicts like a man and then two boys, maybe they are a family. They might be playing a game together, and then after the game they had this picture. And the last one is the family is having a nice trip. They're like walking on the seashore. So yeah, all pictures in all four pictures the family look happy. So Now coming to the questions, like how often do you spend time with?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for that, like um, daily at night, I spend time with my family. So we usually have our dinner together. Then we chit chat about how our day has been. So that's what we do. Then talking about the second question, do you enjoy spending time with your family? Yes, I enjoy spending time with my family. It gives me a really good feeling when we talk and share most of the things. And we all know like how good it feels spending time with siblings and your pet dog. So yeah. Talking about the third question, does your family spend more time? Yeah. So compared to the time we used to spend 10 years ago, we spend a little less time now. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
because when we were kids, we used to get back home early in the evening. Now we all are working professionals, so we return home a bit late, and then our grandparents now are aged, so they also sleep early. So yeah, that's the reason like we spend a bit less time nowadays.
Okay, great. And Daksha is joining us back in few minutes. Meanwhile, we'll continue. Now, as I said, whenever we make a paragraph, so basically understand this, the shortest part that you have of a passage is the shortest part or the smallest part we can say is the word. Okay, लेटर्स से वर्ड बनता है, वर्ड से हमारा सेंटेंस बनता है, सेंटेंस से हमारा पैराग्राफ बनता है, पैराग्राफ से हमारा पैसेज बनता है. Correct? See some passages, the passages that we will write will have 5 paragraphs to them. Correct? Introduction, body part, body 1, body 2, body 3. Correct? And then conclusion part. So 5 paragraphs for your task number 1. For your task number 2, which we did in class yesterday, you will only write 1 paragraph over there. Right? Now, whenever we write 1 paragraph, these are the parts that you have to include in your paragraph. First will be your topic sentence. Topic sentence is basically the sentence which will put forward the main thing that you are saying in that paragraph. It should be kind of an introduction. जैसे ही हमारा passage का एक introductory paragraph होता है, वैसे ही we have to make sure that introduction to the paragraph, whatever we are going to write, based on that, we write our first sentence. It goes especially in our task number 1, which is our integrated task, but it's important in our task number 2 also, which is our academic discussion task. Okay, then we will include the body. In body, we will have the logical explanation of things in a manner, okay, in logical manner again, and that's where we'll try to give examples which will support the main idea that we have put forward in the first sentence. And then last sentence will briefly summarize or restate the main thing that we have stated in the first part of the paragraph. Okay, that is what we mean by topic sentence. Body will have examples, and that is how your paragraphs will also be in your reading passage if you observe it closely. Okay, your first sentence will always tell you what the paragraph is about. Okay, you will see the examples, and in just one sentence, one small sentence, it will conclude whatever has been said in that particular paragraph. Same goes for your introductory paragraph. It will tell you what the passage is about. So your first paragraph is important. Whenever you're reading, your first paragraph is important, your last paragraph is important, which provides the conclusion. Then जो हमारा body part है, उसका हमारा first line and last line हमेशा important रहेगा. Okay, so this is important, or this is something that you're supposed to keep in mind while reading. Yeah. Now, next, how to write a topic sentence. Now, basically, as I just said, your topic sentence will always put forward the idea, the main idea that you're going to write about in your paragraph. Correct? So, this is how your first sentence should be. फैमिली बॉन्डिंग टाइम एग्जाम्पल अगर समझो, हम अभी का जो हमने टॉपिक देखा उस पर अगर हम लिख रहे हैं पैराग्राफ, दिस इज हाउ इट शुड लुक लाइक. फैमिली बॉन्डिंग टाइम ऑफन इंक्रीजेस कम्युनिकेशन अमॉन्ग फैमिली मेंबर्स. That is how your first sentence will be, and then you will put forward the examples. Now here you have 2 paragraphs given. I want you to take 5 minutes, observe these 2 paragraphs, and tell me which one looks nice and what are the main differences between these 2 paragraphs. Okay, take some time,
Yeah.
analyze it. Whatever your findings are, we'll discuss on that. Yeah. Okay, Daksh, here I have given you a few minutes to look at the two paragraphs that you have on the screen, paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. Look at both the paragraphs. Tell me which one looks nicer, first thing, and second thing, you have to tell me the differences, okay, between these two. So you have to analyze and you have to tell me your findings. Clear? Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, let us finish. Arti and Daksh, tell me once you guys are done.
I'm done.
Arti, what about you?
Just a minute now.
Sure, sure, no problem.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Arti, tell me the differences between these two paragraphs.
Okay. So the first para looks like more like an article which we get to read in newspaper. Like for me, like I felt like it shows the analysis of how it feels like spending time together for a family, and how easy it is for them to share everything. And second para is more about a personal experience. Like it has been mentioned, like when I was a kid, I had a meal with my family almost every day, and how that experience was like. And now, when that person became a father, how that spending a lot of time with his son is helping him. So that way, like these two paragraphs are like these two paragraphs sounded to me.
Okay, Daksh.
Yes, ma'am. And the first paragraph looks like a general paragraph telling about the bonding between the parents and children. And it looks like a part of an article. And the second one on the same place is like a personal experience or the guidance uh, or the opinion given over the first paragraph, telling about his personal experience and how it reacted to the uh, articles.
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Hamza.
Ma'am, both the paragraph are addressing the same issue, that is family bonding time. First one is properly structured and organized, like having a topic sentence and a concluding statement. Second one is more informal one, so it is usually telling about the experience. That's it.
Okay. So Daksh and Arti, which paragraph looks better to you?
First one.
First one, Arti.
First one.
Okay, very good observation. That is how your paragraphs or your answers should look like. If you guys observe the way Hamza said, the first one, the left one paragraph, it has proper topic sentence, correct? It gives a lot of examples. When it is giving examples, when the author over here is giving examples, it has proper words also. For example, parents and children have the opportunity to ask each other about their days during family dinners. Also, I have told you guys before, right? All these transition words help us score better in our test. Okay, as a result, overall it's a conclusion word, transition word that we have. Okay, these words help us to score better. Also, if you observe, the sentences have been framed properly in proper manner. It looks more academic, it looks more professional or formal, we can say over here, correct? But if you observe this paragraph, it is not putting forward a proper topic sentence. If I look at the paragraph, I don't know what it's actually talking about, correct? Again, there is no proper conclusion. Wherever he's giving examples also, the author, he or she, is giving examples also, we can't really understand where the examples start and where do they end, correct? So this is something that your paragraph should not be like, and this is something that your paragraph should be like. Okay, so it gives us an idea by observing them closely. And again, it's a bit longer also. If you guys observe, this one is shorter, right? So this is how your paragraphs should be. Now see, your topic sentence will change for task number 2. You guys already know, we have already discussed that yesterday, that the way your question is framed, same way your answer will start, correct? That becomes a better way to answer. Yeah, I'm not saying that is the only way, but that's a better way. If you put forward your topic sentence in such a way the question has been framed, It helps you to score better. It shows that okay, you have understood what the question is over there. Okay, you can, of course, there are 100 possible answers over there, but if you frame your answers the same way, it shows that okay, you have understood what they are talking about. Okay, now over here we have already done this. I'm not going to ask you to underline and everything, that's fine, but you found the similarities and you found the differences. Most of the things were differences over here, and main thing was formality. Like the first paragraph was more formal and the second paragraph was a bit informal. Now what I want you guys to do, we also talked about that okay, whenever we are making a paragraph, it's important that we put forward the topic sentence first, but it is prescribed that before you start writing, you can also make a very short outline of what you're going to write. Okay, so for example, your task number 2, if you are writing in one paragraph, you are supposed to write in one paragraph for task number 2, which we did in class yesterday. So you will just put forward the main topic sentence, you'll put forward the supporting details. The way I said, these notes are going to be for you. They don't need to be so elaborated. They can be as brief as possible, just so you understand what you are writing about. Now, why writing an outline becomes important? बहुत बार ऐसा होता है ना कि जब हम टॉपिक देखते हैं, हमारे दिमाग में बहुत सारी चीजें आते हैं. Correct? We come up with many ideas when we look at the topic or when we look at the question which has been framed by the professor. But once we start writing, those ideas just get lost sometimes. Correct? At least it happens with me. I plan something and then once I start writing, I just digress from that main topic that I wanted to write, or the main examples that I wanted to include, or sometimes I might just forget those examples. That is the reason making an outline becomes better, so that you don't forget those examples which you wanted to include. अरे यार और क्या लिखना था, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, because हमारे पास 20 मिनट and 10 मिनट है गिन के. We can't keep overthinking over there. Correct? So you could just write in brief. Okay, I want to include my example of dog, my dog that I had. So you can just write, okay, my dog, and you remember कि okay, मुझे उसका example include करना है. Once you have written that, what you wanted to write will come up. So the way I said, your supporting details don't need to be so elaborated as well. Okay, you can just write brief. Talk about lives, learn each other, short में each other लिख दो चलेगा, and family, because family is the main topic that you're talking about. A fam भी लिख सकते हो short में. Okay, you shouldn't spend a lot of time with this also, because you have to come to the main part. But again, understand this, you get 10 minutes for writing and you just have to type your answer. So I don't feel that you should take a lot of time with that again. Okay, or you would need a lot of time. I don't feel so. You will finish it in 5-6 minutes, because I'm sure you guys use laptops every day, so it's easier for us to type. Correct? Then you'll put forward your conclusion sentence also, because once you've written it, you know what you're going to conclude with. When you start writing, you don't feel lost. That's why this becomes important. But again, this depends person to person also. Some people don't write down or make outline, but they still are able to write properly with all the examples. So it totally depends on you, how you follow. The way I have told you guys before, I am going to give you guys suggestions, but you have to come up with your plan, what you're going to do during your test. But you're going to do that, you're going to come up with your plan when you give mock test. टेस्ट सेंटर में जाके हमें प्लान के साथ में नहीं आना है, ठीक है? वहां पर बैठ के हमें प्लान नहीं बनाना है, वहां पर हमारा एग्जीक्यूशन पार्ट है. whatever plans you have to make, you will make them when you are giving your mock tests. Okay, Aarti has already given her first mock test. This weekend you will give the second mock test, and this weekend we'll also be deciding the dates that we are going ahead with.
Yeah.
Aarti, okay? Daksh, you will be giving your first mock test, and Hamza, you will also be repeating the first mock test this weekend.
Okay,
Okay, on Saturday.
sure,
Yeah. So I'm telling
sure.
you guys, so you guys are mentally prepared. ठीक है? ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए मैम ने डायरेक्टली टेस्ट भेज दिया, we were not prepared. ठीक है? Daksh, tomorrow and day after we'll be going through other parts that we are remaining with to understand the test better. Okay, so don't get confused as of now. Clear? Like, I am going to suggest you what you can do. You have to analyze yourself what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Okay. For example, I told you yesterday that while listening, you can make very short notes. For some people, they just close their eyes and they just listen to the audio. They don't even need to make notes and they will remember everything that has been said in the audio. वैसा भी होता है. Okay. Some people, they don't pay attention to the audio. They just make very elaborative notes, but they still remember whatever has been said in the audio because that's their way of paying attention. Hamza, you remember Vineet had told us he was able
Yes,
to
ma'am.
do this,
Yes.
correct? So you need to analyze what you are able to do, okay, and what you can follow. There is no right way or wrong way of doing something, okay? But whatever we tell, if you follow, yeah, you might reach some path at least. You will come across what you are able to do, okay? Clear? Okay. Moving to the next part. Mm, your 1 second. I'm going to share this. I have already shared the handout with you guys. I am going to give you one topic sentence and you have to write a paragraph based on that. 1 second. Yeah. This is your topic sentence. Based on this, you have to write one paragraph the way I have told you right now. First, you will make an outline. Okay. You will write down the topic sentence. Topic sentence is already given over there. So you will copy paste the same thing. Along with that, you will put forward the supporting details which you're going to include. Then you will put forward the concluding sentence, what you're going to write in that concluding sentence. First, you'll make a very brief outline. Okay. Once you have made that brief outline, then you start writing the paragraph. Okay. Now don't go according to your concept task के according. Just take it as a topic कि हम normal practice कर रहे हैं and you have to write it down. Okay.
Ma'am, we can choose any topic or
Or the topic is given. The topic sentence has been given.
okay.
Based on that, you will write.